So what is more important, creating a visually stunning design or creating something super, super usable? In this video, we're going to cover that. Hey everybody, what's up? I recently saw a tweet by Ben Burns, my friend from the future, which said something like, I love awards, the awards website, obviously, but I do wish there was a category that excluded crazy, mostly impractical stuff focused on design, usability, and achievability. Getting wowed by scroll animation and interactive video is great, but I want to see interesting grid, flash, and type. And he obviously means awards, this web design awards, which I love, and I check it out all the time. But I guess what he means is there's a lot of websites with interactions like I try to scroll here, nothing happened, and then I see here click and hold. So it's a really weird interaction, and it wasn't really intuitive, I guess, and there's a lot of time spent on those interactions. And here as well, I'm trying to scroll, nothing happens, all of a sudden this happens. So it's really beautiful, but you might say that it's very experimental, especially in this case. A lot of the websites on the Word are known for what's called scroll hijacking. So they hijack your scroll. It's like a snap scroll. You can really scroll natively, and then it creates this animation, which looks pretty awesome, but might be annoying, might be slow, not maybe super, super useful. So here's my take on this issue. Should you try to create something amazing, wowy, or should you just flat out do something that maybe has an interesting composition, but it's really, really useful? I think like a lot of things in design, there's basically a spectrum. And in one side of the spectrum, there's websites, I'm talking about websites, but there's anything in design that we can take. So on one spectrum, there's like brand awareness, and all you need to do there is create some kind of an experience. And on the different side of the spectrum, there's something that's really, let's call it direct marketing, or something that's very, very focused on conversions. So on that end, the goal here is to get people to take certain action as efficiently as possible. So those are two extremes, and obviously there's a lot that's going in between. So on the brand awareness side, sometimes it doesn't really matter if the website is useful or not useful, because what you want to create there is a unique experience, and you can go wild over there. And it depends on who the client is or what the project is. Some bands maybe, they just want to, or artists, they just want to convey something. They don't really care about specifically about usability or efficiency. They just want to create and convey something that's a little bit artistic. A lot of design studios, when they want to show that they can design, that they can do something unique, are going with this direction of like going over the top with new interactive paradigms and new videos, new scroll interaction, all these type of things. On the other spectrum of the like highly direct marketing or very conversion optimized thing, you probably have a lot of sales pages or e-commerce website, or where really it's getting the dollars right, or the ROI for the marketing right. So you know that there's money involved and people need to be converted. So if there's not enough click, you need to optimize the design. On that spectrum where everything needs to be very, very calculated, very, very usable, very, very again optimized, you might see things that are maybe more familiar, maybe more trustworthy. So they're going to use design pattern, which you might say from a design perspective, it's a little bit boring, right? I'm not saying that it's bad design. Obviously, it's good design. It works. It gets it gets people to do what the website or other design was built for. But in terms of, let's say, creativity, maybe it's more going with what is known to be work, or that's being A/B tested all the time, just to make sure that the performance is at the top of it. And obviously, most, I guess, of the web or other design is somewhere in between, where you want to be a little bit, you want to have an optimized website, you want to have a usable website, but you do want to do something creative, you do want to break the grid a little bit and try to experiment. So what I say is, and I think that specifically Awards is a website that I feel is oriented towards designers who are looking for that creativity, who are looking for stuff which you don't get to see on the most of the web. Because obviously most of the web is people need to make money, your clients need to make money, they want their website to be useful, they want people to convert well. So a lot of the web probably goes into this more, I wouldn't say boring, but templated or past proven converting designs. And designers, just because we get bored and we want to see something creative, we want to see something new, we want to see the extremes. We want to see what technology can do today and what's possible maybe with web design. And I think that's what awards are catering for. And I know that sometimes I like to go there and see, oh my God, that's an amazing idea. Obviously, that's not a good fit for my clients, but maybe I can work with that idea, or that can inspire me to do something that's going to be somewhere else along this kind of a curve of usability versus beauty or amazement or something like that. I think both of them have very important place, and we probably need both of them. We just need to understand in what context we're working at the moment so we can choose the right design for the job. Now, specifically on the topic of beauty, I saw a couple of years ago, Stefan Segmeister, the designer, has a talk about the importance of beauty, which I thought was really interesting talk. I'll try to search for it and put the link in the description, where he says that beauty in itself has function, and it really matters that the stuff that we do is beautiful. I know a lot of designers, for them, kind of like making things beautiful is kind of a dirty word. You're trying to avoid saying that, so that your clients don't think that you're only pixel pusher, right? You're now a strategic designer. But what Stefan Segmeister says is that literally beautiful design or beautiful works just works better. And he demonstrates that on architecture and type design and graphic design and all sorts of stuff. He also says that beauty is something that can be quantified. It's not only in the eye of the beholder. You can do research and show that most people think that the same thing is beautiful. So I encourage you to watch that and think we do not need to run away from making things beautiful. Our job is to find the right balance between making them beautiful and making them useful, depending on the context of the project that we're working on at the moment. Hope that was helpful. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. If you want more videos about design, freelance lifestyle, and building your own business, talk to you soon.